Baik anak-anak, selamat pagi ya. Silahkan yang sudah hadir, kalian boleh open kamera kalian. Nah, Miss Ina minta semuanya open kamera. Kita masih punya waktu kurang lebih lagi 35 menit. Ya. Apakah kalian bisa mendengar suara Miss Ina dengan jelas? Suara
Bisa.
bisa. Oke. Ya, silakan dibuka kameranya. Kita akan segera mulai. Kita akan berdoa, Miss Ina akan bantu kita Kita akan berdoa ya, Miss Ina akan pimpin. Oke. Mari kita berdoa. Bapa kami di dalam surga, selamat pagi Bapa. Kami ucap syukur Tuhan buat kesempatan pagi hari ini kami boleh kembali belajar lewat kelas online ini ya Tuhan. Kiranya Engkau berikan hikmat-Mu buat kami, buat anak-anak kelas 9C yang akan belajar matematika pada pagi hari ini ya Tuhan. Kiranya Engkau berikan hikmat-Mu buat anak-anak kami agar anak-anak mampu mengerti, memahami serta dapat mengikuti pelajaran ini dengan baik. Terima kasih Bapa di surga, juga buat teman-teman yang saat ini belum bisa bergabung. Kiranya Tuhan berkati dimanapun mereka berada. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus, ini doa kami, hanya di dalam nama Tuhan Yesus kami berdoa dan mengucap syukur. Haleluya, amin. Oke, baik anak-anak, kemarin kelas kalian sudah selesai ya? Pembahasan berapa soal ya Miss Ina kasih kemarin? Coba Miss Ina share dulu ya. Oh ya anak-anak, adakah di antara kalian yang belum mengumpulkan ujian praktek? Adakah? Siapa yang belum mengumpulkan ujian praktek? Yang sudah deh, yang sudah siapa? Coba. Kaila sudah misalnya lihat, Sandi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oke. Tia, Adit, Kenji, Bianca sudah? Kenji, Adit, Tia, Bianca, Jovan? Jovan udah ya kayaknya ya?
Udah, Miss.
Udah, Jovan udah. Kenji, Bianca, Tia, Adit? Apakah ada masalah? Nathan sudah, Nathan? Halo Nathan? Halo Nathan, oh sudah ya. Oke, baik Miss Ina tunggu ya sampai hari ini. Silakan dikumpulkan tepat waktu. Kalau tidak tepat waktu berarti nanti Miss Ina akan tidak bisa memberikan nilai yang baik ya. Artinya pasti nilainya akan berkurang gitu ya. Oke, silahkan nanti masih ada waktu. Nah, Miss Ina mau tanya, kelas ini kemarin Miss Ina berikan soal ini. Sudah sampai soal nomor berapa ya? Yang ini sudah? Atau soal yang mana kemarin? Ini sudah belum? Miss Ina lupa, setiap kelas berbeda soalnya.
Minggu lalu, kemarin kalau nggak salah soal 5 terakhir, Miss. Sekarang selesai soal 6.
Ini terakhir.
Ya, tapi belum dikerjain ya, seingatku.
Masa belum? Belum ya?
Seingatku sih belum.
Oke, yuk kita kerjakan ya. Oke, kita punya waktu.
Nomor 5 bukannya udah ya jawabannya C kalau nggak salah.
Aku nggak tahu.
Nomor 5 kayaknya sih udah. Nomor 6 yang belum ya kayaknya ya.
Iya, nomor 6 yang belum.
Nomor 6, udah nomor 5. Oke. Sekarang kita lanjut ke nomor yang kelima. Oke, semoga pennya bagus ya. Kalau enggak Miss Ina harus pinjam di sebelah sebelah. Nah, kalau ada soal begini anak-anak, kita harus buka kurung ya. Kita buka kurungnya satu-satu ya. Nah, ini kali ini ya. Jadi sepertiga dikali 4x ya. Jadi 1 kali 4x per 3. Jadi 4 per 3x ya. Min 1 per 3 dikali 9 berapa? 1 per 3 dikali 9? 3 ya. Sama dengan setengah dikali 3x. Jadi 3 per 2x ya. Ditambah setengah dikali 4.
4, Miss. Bukan 8.
4 ya. Setengah dikali 8 sama dengan 4. Betul ya? Nah, sekarang biar penyebutnya hilang ya, semua kita kalikan berapa ini anak-anak? Penyebutnya di sini ada 3 dan ada 2. Nah, berarti kita cari KPK-nya dari 3 dan 2 berapa?
6.
6. Jadi kita semua kalikan dengan 6 ya. 4/3 X dikali 6 berapa?
8.
Ya, 8X min 3 kali 6 min 18 ya. Sama dengan 3/2 X dikali 6 berapa?
9.
Ya, 9X ditambah 24. Nah, sekarang baru kumpulkan nilai X-nya. 8X, 9X dikurangi ya, jadi min ya, sama dengan 24 min 18-nya jadi plus 18 ya. Jadi 8X dikurangi 9X min
Min
X
X.
sama dengan 24 ditambah 18, 562 ya. Sehingga X-nya berapa anak-anak? Kok 62 ya Tuhan, bukan 62. 42 ya. Oke, 42. Berarti X-nya berapa? Min 42. Oke, ada pertanyaan? Jadi itu ini adalah penyelesaian dari persamaan linear satu variabel, yaitu hanya menentukan nilai X saja ya. Oke, tidak ada kesulitan ya. Kita lanjutkan ke soal nomor 7. Nah, sekarang pertanyaan tentang persamaan garis. Nah, persamaan garis yang melalui titik 5,-3 dengan gradien 2/5 adalah. Berarti di sini persamaan garisnya melalui berapa titik anak-anak namanya? Persamaan garis melalui berapa titik ini? Kita pakai rumus yang mana? 2 titik atau 1 titik? Ayo, 9C. Persamaan garis melalui berapa titik ini kita pakai rumusnya? Halo, salah satu bisa jawab?
1 titik.
1 titik ya, ini titiknya ya. Dengan gradien yaitu M-nya min 2/5 ya. Ini min 2/5, sorry minnya pindah ke depan juga. Ini min 2/5 ya. Oke, nah sekarang ada yang masih ingat? Coba lihat, oh ya Miss Ina tinggal share aja, nanti Miss Ina akan share. Sudah Miss Ina tuliskan, sudah Miss Ina sudah Miss Ina jawab semuanya 1 sampai 40 soalnya itu sudah ada teorinya juga sedikit-sedikit ya, bisa kalian pelajari itu. Nanti setelah pelajaran ini Miss Ina akan share ke Mr. Niko, kemudian Mr. Niko akan share ke grup kelas kalian ya. Nah, melalui 1 titik persamaan garisnya rumusnya Y min Y1 sama dengan M dalam kurung X min X1. Jadi di sini kalian tidak perlu cari M lagi karena M-nya sudah diketahui di sini M-nya ya. Gradiennya. Kecuali kalau misalkan kayak soal yang kemarin itu M-nya tidak diketahui ya. Kalau dia sejajar M-nya berarti sama M1 dan M2. Kalau dia tegak lurus berarti kalian harus cari M2 yaitu min 1 per M1 ya. Jadi di sini tidak usah cari M, udah diketahui min 2/5 ya. Jadi Y min Y1-nya berapa? Ini X1, ini Y1 ya. Jadi min 3 ya, sama dengan M-nya min 2/5 ya, kali X min 5. Ya, jadi di sini menjadi Y plus 3 sama dengan, nah kita buka kurungnya sekarang. Min 2/5 X, min 2/5 kali min 5 plus 2 ya. Nah sekarang biar penyebutnya hilang kita kalikan 5 karena penyebutnya di sini 5. Kita kalikan 5 semuanya. Jadinya 5Y ditambah 15 ya. 3 kali 5, 15. Kemudian min 2/5X kali 5. Min 2X ditambah 10. Ya, sekarang kita lihat kalau udah sampai di sini, lihat pilihan gandanya, mintanya nilai X dan Y-nya itu di ruas mana. Kalau di ruas kiri semua, kita pindahkan ke ruas kiri semua. Ya, 5Y min 2X-nya pindah jadi plus 2X ya. 2X ditambah 15, 10-nya pindah ke ruas kiri jadi min 10 sama dengan 0. Ya. 5Y ditambah 2X, 15 dikurangi 10 plus 5 ya sama dengan 0. Ya. Kalau ini nggak ada di pilihan ganda, coba kalian ubah misalkan X-nya yang diminta di depan, berarti pindahkan X-nya di depan. Jangan bilang tidak ada jawaban ya. Nah, ini bisa dipindah-pindah anak-anak. Kenapa? Karena penjumlahan ya. Penjumlahan itu sifatnya komutatif. Jadi A tambah B itu sama dengan B tambah A. Jadi bisa dibolak-balik ya. Oke, sampai di sini ada pertanyaan? Tidak ada? Jika tidak ada, kita lanjutkan ke soal nomor 8. Ya. Banyak kursi baris depan pada gedung pertunjukan ada 15. Ya, banyak kursi pada baris di belakangnya selalu lebih 4 buah dari kursi pada baris di depannya. Ya, jika dalam gedung ada 20 baris kursi, maka banyak kursi pada gedung itu adalah berapa? Ya, kita lihat barisannya ya. Paling depan ada 15 kursi. Ya, kemudian di belakangnya selalu lebih 4 buah daripada kursi di depannya. Berarti setelah 15 berapa? Baris kedua berapa? Baris kedua berapa?
19.
19 nih.
19, betul. 19 ya, 19. Habis 19 berarti 23 ya, koma dan seterusnya. Semua ditambahkan 4 ya. Jadi ini A-nya berapa anak-anak? A-nya berapa? A itu adalah nilai awal. Nilai awal. Nilai awalnya berapa?
15.
15 ya. B itu selisih. Berapa selisihnya?
4.
4 ya. Jadi kita pakai rumus UN atau SN kalau ditanya banyak kursi pada gedung itu. UN atau SN? Ada 2 rumus ya. UN itu A plus N-1 kali B ya. Kalau SN itu N per 2 dalam kurung 2A plus N-1 kali B. Ya. Nah, ini untuk menentukan rumus suku ke N ya. Rumus suku ke N. Jadi hanya ditanya satu suku saja. Ditanya satu baris saja ya. Jadi misalkan baris ke-20 atau baris terakhir ya, ada berapa kursi? Ya, berarti kita pakai rumus suku ke N. Jadi U20. Tetapi kalau ditanya seluruh kursi di gedung tersebut berarti kita pakai SN ya. Nah, ini berarti rumus N, rumus jumlah ya, jumlah N suku. Ya, N suku pertama ya. Nah, sekarang berarti kita pakai rumus yang pertama atau yang kedua untuk soal ini?
Yang SN.
Yang SN ya, kita masukkan berarti di sini S berapa yang ditanya? Ada berapa baris di gedung itu?
20.
Ya berarti S20 ya, jadi N-nya kita ganti 20 per 2 dalam kurung 2 kali A-nya 15 ya. Ditambah N-nya 20 dikurangi 1 kali bedanya 4. Sama dengan 10, 30 plus 19 kali 4 ya. Jadi 10, 30 ditambah 19 kali 4 berapa anak-anak? 19 kali 4? 76. Ya, sama dengan berarti 10 kali 106 ya. Jadinya kali 10 ya 1060 kursi ya. Kursi. Oke, bisa dipahami ya? Nah, besok yang keluar itu apakah UN atau SN yang keluar ya? Semuanya dipelajari. Oke, kita lanjut. Sekarang alas sebuah limas berbentuk persegi dengan panjang sisi 10 cm. Jika tinggi limas 15 cm, maka volumenya adalah. Nah, kalian perhatikan limas. Limas itu rumusnya apa, Nana? Volume limas.
1/3 kali luas alas kali tinggi.
Ya, volume limas ya. Karena limas itu ada lancipnya, berarti 1/3 kali luas alas kali tinggi. Kalau ada yang nggak tahu limas itu seperti piramid ya. Tinggi limas. Ya. Oke, nah kita lihat sekarang alasnya. Alasnya berbentuk persegi. Berarti kita pakai luas persegi ya. Jadi 1/3 kali sisi ya. Dikali tinggi limas. Nah, kita tinggal hitung, jadi sepertiga kali sisinya 10 kali 10 kali tingginya 15 ya. Nah, kita tinggal coret nih 5, jadinya 5 kali 100, jadi 500 cm kubik ya. Saya? Jadi tergantung, besok kalau soalnya prisma, berarti kalian lihat alasnya bentuknya apa. Misalkan, coba Misina tanya ya, segitiga, rumus luasnya apa? Luas segitiga apa?
Alas kali tinggi.
Alas kali tinggi. Kalau trapesium? Ayo, trapesium, siapa yang masih ingat rumus luasnya?
D1 kali D2 gitu.
Trapesium, bukan layang-layang. Trapesium, coba bayangkan trapesium itu seperti apa? Nah, ini trapesium ini ya. Bentar. Nah, ini trapesium. Nah, ini rumusnya apa? Trapesium. Kalau segitiga kan alas kali tinggi ya. Kalau trapesium, misalkan kalau di sini A, di sini B, di sini T, berarti apa? A tambah B per 2 kali T. Jangan lupa ya. Kalau jajaran ganjang, ini A, ini T. Apa rumusnya? Nih, segitiga tuh per 2 ya, sorry. Setengah kali alas kali tinggi. Kalau jajar ganjang,
A kali T.
A kali T ya, dihafalkan. Kemudian kalau layang-layang, nah ini layang-layang, duh gambarnya. Ini layang-layang, setengah kali D1, D1 kali D2 ya, atau D1 kali D2 per 2 ya. Kemudian trapesium, trapesium juga sama ya. Trapesium itu bedanya apa dengan layang-layang anak-anak? Tuh, ini pennya kurang bagus ya, gak mau rapi. Trapesium sama trapesium. Kok trapesium sih bilangnya? Belah ketupat sama layang-layang bedanya apa?
Kalau belah ketupat, keempat sisinya sama. Kalau yang layang-layang, ada 2 pasang.
Ya, betul ya. Jadi kalau belah ketupat itu keempat sisinya sama ukurannya. Diagonalnya boleh berbeda, yang penting keempat sisinya sama. Tetapi kalau layang-layang, diagonalnya diagonalnya berbeda, kemudian sisi-sisinya juga boleh berbeda ya, 2 sisinya ukurannya. Jadi bedanya tahu ya. Seperti itu. Kemudian lingkaran. Kalau lingkaran apa? Gampang ya, pi r kuadrat. Pi r kuadrat. Nah, ini tolong dipelajari, bangun datar. Besok salah satu bentuk ini ya, entah itu Misina tanya limas atau prisma, alasnya itu nanti salah satunya ini akan keluar ya, apakah bentuknya segitiga, trapesium, layang-layang. Nah, itu dipelajari. Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi? Tidak ya? Nomor 10 ya, diketahui rumus fungsi fx sama dengan min 2x plus 5. Nilai f min 4. Nah, ini soalnya gampang sekali. Jadi kalau ditanya f min 4, berarti x-nya kita ganti dengan min 4. Jadi ini sama dengan nilai x ya. Jadi f kita ganti x-nya dengan min 4. Jadi min 2 kali min 4 ditambah 5 ya. Tinggal dikali, jadinya 8 ditambah 5. Jadi 13. Gampang ya? Oke, ada pertanyaan? Jika tidak, kita lanjutkan. Nah ini sama dengan yang tadi ya, kita mencari nilai X satu variabel ya, kita buka kurungnya. Nah, 2 kali 3X berarti 6X ya, min 4 ya, sama dengan 4 kali X 4X. 4 kali 4 berarti 16 ya. Kita kumpulkan nilai X-nya jadi 6X, 4X-nya pindah jadi min 4X ya. 16, kita tulis 16, min 4-nya pindah ke kanan jadi 4 ya. Jadi 6X dikurangi 4X hasilnya 2X sama dengan 20 ya. Jadi X-nya sama dengan 20 dibagi 2. Jadi nilai X-nya adalah 10. Oke? Ada pertanyaan? Udah ya? Oke, kita lanjutkan. Di sini masih ada berapa soal lagi nih ya? Lagi 4 soal. Oke, coba kalian kerjakan soal nomor 12 ya. Dari sekelompok siswa, 12 siswa membawa jangka, 10 siswa membawa busur, 3 siswa membawa jangka dan busur. Dan 5 siswa tidak membawa jangka maupun busur. Banyak siswa dalam kelompok itu ada berapa? Coba. Di sini mau tahu apakah kalian sudah paham mengenai diagram Venn? Silahkan bagi yang sudah tuliskan di kolom chat ya, nanti kita akan cek bersama-sama. Oke. Nah, kita isi dulu yang kedua-duanya ya, yang membawa jangka dan busur ya. Kita lihat 10, oh ini ya, 3 siswa membawa jangka dan busur. Berarti kita isi dulu yang tengah-tengah. Ya, misalnya kasih pen lain aja ya. Oke. Nah, kita isi dulu ini yang tengah-tengah ada 3. Ya. Sekarang yang membawa jangka ya. Jangka ada 12 anak ya. Jadi 12 dikurangi 3. Jadi di sini ada 9. Yang hanya membawa jangka berarti ada 9 anak. Sekarang yang membawa busur ya. Busurnya yang membawa itu ada 10. Berarti 10 dikurangi 3 sama dengan 7. Nah, 5 siswa tidak membawa semuanya. 5 siswa tidak bawa semuanya. Berarti S-nya semestanya kita jumlahkan 9 ditambah 3 ditambah 7 ditambah 5 ya. 10 berarti 24 siswa. Ya, jadi gitu ya. Kalau misalnya tanya berapa orang yang hanya membawa jangka saja? Coba, yang hanya membawa jangka ada berapa? Hanya membawa jangka ada berapa siswa anak-anak?
12.
Berapa?
9.
9 ya. Jadi hati-hati anak-anak ya. Yang membawa jangka ada 12 ya. Yang hanya membawa jangka ya. Yang hanya membawa jangka dia tidak membawa busur ada 9 anak. Begitu juga dengan busur ya. Yang membawa busur itu ada 10 anak ya. Nah, 10 anak itu ada yang membawa, dari antara 10 anak itu ada yang membawa jangka juga. Nah, tetapi kalau yang hanya membawa jangka berarti 7 anak saja. Ya, 7 anak saja. Bisa dipahami ya. Oke, kemudian yang tidak 5 berarti kita totalkan. Nah, itulah total jumlah seluruh siswa ya yang ada di kelompok tersebut. Bisa dipahami ya bedanya ya, hanya dan banyaknya ya. Oke. Nah, kita lihat soal nomor 13. Semoga Misina tidak salah copy ya. Karena tadi Misina baru copy paste soalnya ini ya. Pada gambar berikut besar sudut ini ya, sudut. Besar sudut. Sudut COD ya 45 derajat. Nah, ini sudut COD. Dan sudut AOB adalah 60 derajat. Jika luas juring COD, nih luas juringnya, luas juringnya itu adalah 24 cm persegi, maka luas juring AOB berapa? Sama dengan model soal yang kemarin Misina kasih ya. Kalau kemarin bukan luas juring tetapi panjang busur. Nah, kalau luas juring sama aja kita bandingkan. Mana banding mana anak-anak? Ayo bisa dijawab. Berapa per berapa kita bandingkan? Ayo salah satu di-unmute saja biar teman kalian bisa mendengarkan. Sudut kita bandingkan dengan sudut ya. Berapa?
Sudut banding sudut. 45
Dua.
banding 60.
Oke, 45 banding 60. Terus habis itu sama dengan?
24 per X.
Ya, 24 per X ya. Jadi kita sederhanakan nih, sama-sama dibagi berapa nih ya? Dibagi 3 ya? Bagi 15. 15 ini dapat 3. Ini dapat berapa? 4. 4 ya. Nah, sekarang kita kali silang. Jadi 3X sama dengan 4 dikali 24. Jadi X-nya sama dengan 4 dikali 24 per 3. Ini kita coret. Ini dapat 8 ya. Jadinya 4 kali 8, 32. Jadi sentimeter persegi. Ya. Bisa anak-anak? Sama aja ya. Oke, kita lanjutkan ke soal nomor 14. Nah, silahkan. Ini sudah pernah Miss Yuna kasih juga. Harga pembelian jika apa? Ya, di situ dikatakan kerugiannya 10%. Berarti harga beli jika rugi. Silahkan dicoba anak-anak. Silahkan dicoba. Rumusnya ada yang masih ingat? Ya. Nah, jadi harga beli jika rugi ya. Jadi HB sama dengan berarti 100 per 100 dikurangi persentase rugi ya. Karena dia rugi kali harga jual. Jadi 100 per 100 dikurangi 10 ya. Kali 10.800.000. Oh, ini kayaknya soalnya sama dengan kemarin ya. 100 per 90 ya. Kali berapa nih? 10.800.000. Ya, kita coret nolnya. 1. 108 dibagi 9 berapa anak? Ini totalnya berapa? 12 juta ya? Betul? Betul 12 juta? Betul ya, 12 juta ya. Jadi dia membeli 12 juta, kemudian sepeda motornya dijual 10.800.000 sehingga dia mendapatkan kerugian ya. Karena yang dijual mungkin second gitu ya motornya. Oke, ada pertanyaan untuk soal ini? Jika tidak, ini soal terakhir. Oke, soal terakhir. Pada gambar di bawah diketahui KO, ya KO-nya berbanding OL-nya 3:5. 3:5 ya. Panjang OP berapa? Oke, silakan dicari OP-nya. Mohon agar semua bisa menjawab ini ya, karena ini soal sudah berkali-kali banget ya. Jadi Miss Yuna akan keluarkan soal yang seperti ini ya. Jadi harapannya nilai kalian lebih baik supaya tidak ada yang nilai di bawah 75 ya. Silakan. Baik anak-anak, itu kalian silahkan persiapkan diri dengan baik ya. Kurang lebih soalnya seperti itu anak-anak. Jadi menurut Miss Yuna tidak begitu susah. Materi kelas 7-8 pun Miss Yuna ambil yang sederhana-sederhana aja. Harapannya kalian supaya bisa memperoleh nilai yang lebih baik gitu ya. Oke, sampai di sini apakah ada pertanyaan anak-anak? Apakah ada pertanyaan? Nah, yang belum mengumpulkan ujian praktek Miss Yuna tunggu nanti malam. Paling terakhir ya sebelum tanggal 1 lah ya. Jadi akhir dari tanggal 31 Maret. Oke, ada pertanyaan? Tidak ada? Jika tidak ada, mari kita tutup dengan doa ya. Miss Yuna akan berdoa buat kalian. Mari kita berdoa, bisa open kamera anak-anak? Kita berdoa, kalian Miss Yuna minta untuk open kamera. Silakan open kamera kalian. Oke. Baik, mari kita berdoa. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus atas penyertaan-Mu dalam kegiatan kami pada kesempatan pagi hari ini. Kami sudah belajar matematika Tuhan. Terima kasih atas berkat-Mu dan kami mohon pertolongan-Mu Tuhan secara khusus buat anak-anak kelas 9 yang minggu depan akan mulai mengikuti ujian sekolah mereka ya Tuhan. Kiranya Kau berikan hikmat-Mu buat anak-anak kami, berikan ketekunan buat mereka ya Tuhan untuk mempersiapkan diri dengan baik agar mereka memperoleh nilai yang terbaik juga ya Bapa. Kami mohon berkati anak-anak kami, jauhkan mereka dari sakit penyakit, jauhkan mereka dari kecelakaan, roh-roh kegelapan ya Tuhan. Kami tolak hanya di dalam nama Tuhan Yesus. Kiranya Engkau berikan selalu kesehatan yang terbaik buat anak-anak kami, sehingga pada kesempatan nanti tiba saatnya nanti mereka ujian sekolah, mereka benar-benar dalam keadaan sehat, sehingga mereka dapat berkonsentrasi untuk menjawab setiap soal-soal yang diberikan Tuhan. Terima kasih Bapa di surga, sebentar lagi kami akan mengakhiri pelajaran matematika ini, dan anak-anak-Mu akan melanjutkan pelajaran selanjutnya Tuhan. Berikan hikmat-Mu agar mereka tetap setia dengan tugas dan tanggung jawab mereka sebagai murid. Terima kasih Bapa di surga, ini doa kami, hanya di dalam nama Tuhan Yesus kami berdoa dan mengucap syukur. Haleluya, amin. Oke, baik, terima kasih anak-anak. Ya, selamat melanjutkan pelajaran. Oh, habis ini kalian break sebentar ya. Oke, selamat pagi, Tuhan Yesus memberkati.
Normal class today. So let's begin by turning on our cameras, please. Cameras on, please. Thank you, Aracel. Thank you, Jofan. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Miracle. All right, just waiting for a few more. Okay, thank you for the information in the chat. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you, Dayu. Thanks, Tia. I'd love to see more than just your eyes, Tia. I'd love to see your smile too. Good, thanks. Thanks, Pandra. Thank you, Adi. I think Bianca's is still loading. All right, if your connection improves, please turn on the camera, okay? If your connection improves, please turn on the camera. All right, let's go ahead and do greetings, and we will pray, and then we will do some different stuff today, okay? All right, I believe Sandy leads us for the greetings. Sandy, please lead us for the greetings. Oh, he just came back into class. Hi, Sandy. I know you just came back. As soon as you are able, can you lead our greetings, please? Sandy, can you lead our greeting? All right, I'm going to have Aracel do it since Sandy might be having some connection issues. Sandy, can you lead our greeting, please? I mean, Aracel. Aracel, please lead the greeting.
Okay, Mister. Greetings. Good.
Good morning, Mr. Jimmy.
Good morning. I think your class needs some practice. So as soon as your leader says it, just turn on your mic and say it. And if it's not all together, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Okay, let's pray. Let's pray to start our class. God, thank you for this class, and I thank you for each student in this class. Father, I thank you for their gifts and abilities, but more than that, I thank you that you made them. And Father, they are each unique and special because of how you made them. So thank you that you have let them be here today. Thank you for letting me be with them today. I pray you bless our time together. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Okay, so before I tell you, well, actually, here's what we're doing today. We're going to play games today. We're going to play 2 different kinds of games today. We're not going to do any new pages, but I do need to remind a few people here. I think the only one that's here from this list is Timothy. So Timothy, I need workbook 104 from you. I'm missing that one page. Timothy, are you back in Bali? Are you there, Timothy? All right, well, hopefully, if you're listening, we need to do your Ujian Praktek and we need to do your workbook. And then the other 2 guys are not here, so we are not going to worry about that. Okay. So we're going to play 2 games. The first game is a group game. And we're going to do questions from things we learned last week for that game. The second game will be a 2-team game, and we'll probably do boys versus girls. It's the easiest way to do it. And that one's going to be about like old stuff to see how much you remember. And they're most of them are easy. Okay. But let's do the first game first. And that is from this last week. We're going to do a guess the photo. So there is one picture underneath this, and you need to tell me what it is. All right. Your goal is to tell me what it is. If you answer the question first, or if you have not answered a question before, then I will let you pick a number to remove the box. Okay, so here we go. Let's do question number 1. What is the antecedent in this sentence? When she asked the boy a question, the girl was surprised at the answer. Okay. When she asked the boy a question, the girl was surprised at the answer. Go ahead and write in the box, in the chat box, what is the antecedent? If you can't remember, you can look at your workbook. I think it's going to be 167 in your workbook if you cannot remember what antecedent means. You can write your answer in the chat, and I will wait for your answers. Who thinks they can tell me what is the antecedent in this sentence? Sandy got it right. Can anyone else figure it out? Can anyone else figure it out? Let me give you a hint. Kyla got it. Kyla got it. So I'll give you a hint. We talk about antecedents when we also talk about pronouns. We replace the antecedent with a pronoun. So what word is being replaced by a pronoun? Or what word? So she is the pronoun. So pronouns are not antecedents. She is the pronoun. So, good, Charlene, that's right. So what is she replacing? Good, Dayu, you got it. There we go. So the girl is the antecedent. It's the main noun. And then we change the girl to a pronoun, she. So the antecedent, the girl, and she is the pronoun. Okay. All right. Sandy was first. So Sandy, you can pick a number. Pick a number, Sandy. Five. All right. Number 5 is coming out. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. So this next one is, what words should be capitalized, so capitals, in the title, in this title, and should it be italics or quotation marks? All right, so you need to figure out what is the title. What is the title? Remember, we talked about titles of movies, of books, of novels, of poems, of magazines. So what's the name of the title? Which words do we capitalize? And should it be quotation marks or italics? You can look at page 168 in your workbooks. 168 in your workbooks to try to figure out the answer. Kyla got it. Kyla got it. Very good, Kyla. Sandy, you got most of it. You forgot two words, but the rest of it is correct, Sandy. Anyone else want to try? Some of these are harder. If you turn off your cameras, you better be very active in the chat because I did not give you permission to turn off the cameras. I did not give permission to turn off the cameras. You almost got it, Charlene. And Aracel, you also almost got it. So let's go ahead and see what we did. So you were right that it's supposed to be italics. Italics is correct. I'm seeing a few mistakes about the word the. The should not be capitals. Oops, that went to one person. Let me send it. The should not be capitals. So let me send this to everyone. So it's where the red fern grows, no capital for the T, and it is italics. All right. Okay. All right. So class, I'm sorry, I did not. Oh, okay. You're all good. I see it. I see a lot of cameras on. Good. It's just my computer. So Kyla, you got this one. Kyla, you got this one. What number would you like to move, Kyla? Number 8. Okay. Number 3, hyphens. Where does the hyphen go? Where does the hyphen go? $169. If you don't remember, you can look at workbook 169. Good, Aracel, that's correct. Who else thinks they can get it? Yep, Kyla, that's right. Kenji, that's right. Anyone else want to try? So we have multiple right answers. That's right, Shalene. The answer is fast-paced. Fast-paced. We put the hyphen in between that. All right, Aracel, it's your turn to pick a number. What number would you like to pick, Aracel? 4. Okay, there we go. I don't think you guys are going to get it yet for that. So let's go to the next one here. Which pronouns go with which antecedent? There might be 1, there might be 2, there might be 3. So I need the antecedent with the pronoun. Put them together. Can you tell me the correct answers? Yes, Charlene, good. Sandy, very good. Sandy got that one of the antecedents actually has 2 answers. One of the antecedents actually has 2 answers. Good, Angel. You got one of them. Good, that's the other one. That one's complete. Good. Fandra gave me also all complete. Good, Aracel, that's complete. Good, Dayu, that's complete. Good, you guys got it. You guys are doing really good with this. All right, so mom is an antecedent and she is the pronoun. And then boy is an antecedent and his and him are for the boy. I need to go back and see who got that first. Who got all of it complete first? That has not picked yet. Oh, Fandra. Fandra, you get to pick on this one. I don't think you've picked yet. Fandra, what number would you like? Number 6. Woo. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be another title one. Here we go. What word should be capitalized in this title, and should it be italics or quotation marks? So you need to find the title of the myth, hint, hint, title of the myth, figure out the capitals, and then tell me, is it italics or quotation marks? Myth is not in the name of the title. Myth is not in the name of the title. Yes, Shalene, you got it. You got it. That's exactly correct, Shalene. Very good. Yes, Dayu, that is correct. Excellent. Yep, Miracle, you're right. Yep, Kyla, you're right. Good, you guys got this one. It's a lot of words. Yep, RSL, that's right. So it is quotation marks. I'm going to go ahead and write it in the chat. It is quotation marks, and it's Prometheus, theft, and fire that we capitalize. All right, good. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to let Shalin and Dayu, we'll both get to pick on this one. Shalin and Dayu, go ahead and send me a number. Shalin wants 11. Okay, Dayu, what number do you want? 7. All right, I don't think that's enough yet to figure it out, so we're gonna have to go to another question. Where do the dashes go? Now remember, dashes are like appositives that are the extra information. So dashes help us separate the extra information. Where do you think the dashes go? Yes, good, Sandy. Kenji, that's part of it. That's part of it. Yes, Kyla. Good. Yes, Shalene. Good. That's right. Sandy, yes. Bianca, yes. That's right. Yes, good, Aracel. So we put a dash. Let me go ahead and do it this way. It goes student dash young and energetic dash asked. Okay, so we have before young and after energetic. All right, Bianca, pick a number, please, Bianca. Number 12. Boom. Is that enough? If you think you know, you can write it in the chat. If you think you know, you can write it in the chat. No, good guess. That's not quite right. Let's keep going. What are the antecedents and pronouns? If you notice, we're just doing those 3, right? We're practicing those 3 pages. Okay, find the antecedent and pronouns. We're almost done with this one. You guys almost have it. Let's see here. I need to go back up. Sandy, you got most of it. You missed one of the pronouns. Kyla, you got half of it. Fandra, you got it. Good. Shalene, you got it. Good. Miracle, you got half of it. That's right. There's another one in there. Yes, Bianca, that's correct. Yes, Aracel, that's correct. Very good. All right. So, okay. And Miracle, what's the pronoun that goes with that one? What's the pronoun that goes with the one you just wrote? That's right. Good. Okay, so lots of you got it. So it's dog goes with its, and then children goes with they. Yeah, that's right, Angel. Very good. All right, so this time it's Miracle. Miracle, you get to pick a number. Okay. All right, let's keep going. We only have two more left. Okay, what words should be capitalized in this title? Good guess, Ottercell, but that's not right. All right, what words should be capitalized in this title, and should it be italics or quotation marks? What do you guys think? Okay, that is true, Miracle. So now you just got to get the title in there with the right capitals. Yes, Shelleen, that is correct. You got it. Almost Aracel. Yes, Miracle, that is correct. Aracel, there's a couple capital problems in yours that you're going to want to fix. Oh, there's still one mistake with capitals, Aracel. There's one mistake. Remember our rules for which words we do not capitalize. There we go. There we go. All right, so this one's harder. It's a song. So for a song, we do use quotation marks. And remember, oops, I forgot that. And remember, we do not capitalize prepositions. So at is a preposition. We do not capitalize it. All right. Shelleen was super fast. And I forget who was second. I need to find out who was second because I need two people to give me. I'm going to have two people pick. I'm going to go ahead and actually let Angel, because Angel got the last one right. So Angel, can I have one? And Shelleen, can I have one, please? Angel one and Shelleen one. Okay, Shelleen wants number one. Angel, which one do you want? Number 9. Ooh, this is an important one. What is it, everyone? Did you get it? I like your answer, Angel. It is correct. You're the only one that's written it that way, and I like it. So Shelleen, yes. Sandy, yes. Kyla, no. Look at the face. Yes, Dayu. Yes, Dayu, you got it. And yes, Kevin. And so the answer is gorilla. But every time I hear this now, I think of the Indonesian song, King Kong badannya besar, right? So Angel, I loved your answer of King Kong. Yes, King Kong is a gorilla. All right, well done, everyone. We are done with this game. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this one. And we're going to go ahead and play a different game. But before we play the different game, I do have our thought for the day. Our thought for today, when we talk about having a relationship with God, part of our relationship with God is loving our neighbor. In Matthew, it says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And the question I have is, who is your neighbor right now? Obviously, the people that live next door to you are your neighbors, and you might talk to them, you might not. But I want you to think about this. If you look at this picture here, this Zoom picture, they're your neighbors. Your classmates are your neighbors. And what would it mean to love your classmate as yourself? love your classmates as yourself? So not just your friends, but your classmates. What's a way during COVID that we could love our classmates? Could you do something like this? Hey, I'm so glad to see you in class today. Do you think that could encourage someone? Maybe. Yeah, a tolerance for each other. I love that answer. That's a great. Sunday said we could have tolerance for each other. Yeah. How do we have tolerance for each other? That's a good question. We can be patient with others' opinions and answers. Right? Tolerance is not about being just quiet, but tolerance is listening to each other and being respectful about what you hear. So I share a lot about God in our class, and I know not everyone believes the same as me. I hope that you feel respected even if you believe different. And I hope that we actually talk about it, because I do want to hear what you think, and I do want to hear your opinions, and I want to know what you believe. It's not about you have to believe what I believe. No. Tolerance is showing respect while still communicating with each other. Yeah. That's a great answer, Angel. How can I love my classmates? I can pray for them. I know this student is having a hard time in this class. Instead of me being frustrated, why are they taking so much time? Saying, you know what? I'm going to pray for them. They're having a hard time. That's a great answer. Maybe someone who has a hard time in a class answers a question correct. You just say, wow, awesome, you got it. That's so cool, right? There's so many ways to love each other. Now, let me ask the opposite. Is it easy to not love the other people in class? Is it easy just to forget about them? I don't need to talk to that person. My friends and I are going to gossip about that person. Is gossip ever loving? What do you think? Is gossip ever loving? I'm gossiping about you because I love you. Doesn't really work that way, does it? You know, it could be as simple as your hair is awesome today. I love it, or when I saw you smile today, it made me feel good. Thanks for smiling. It sounds funny, doesn't it? Because we're not used to saying it. But the truth is, there are many ways that we can love our neighbors. Now, some students aren't good at some classes. You can love your neighbor by saying, hey, I know you don't understand this very well. After school, let's chat and I will help you understand it. That's loving. Maybe you see that someone looks really tired and exhausted. Hey, are you okay? That's loving. One way that we show our love for God is how we love other people. I've been learning the book of 1 John, Satu Yohanes, and it says this: whoever says he walks in the light but hates his brother is still in darkness. What that means is I can't say that I have a good relationship with God when I hate other people. Can't do that. We have to love them. All right. Hey, I am so thankful for the people that sent me chats during the discussion. That made my day. So thank you so much for the people that sent their thoughts to me. I like hearing your thoughts. I miss being at school where we got to talk in the hallways and all of that and just do silly things. I miss those things. And so anytime you send me a message, I'm excited because I do like hearing about what you think. All right, here we go. Let's play another game. This game is called Connect Four. Connect Four. Does anybody know this game? Has anyone ever heard of this game, Connect Four? This is a common game in America, especially for normally for younger kids, but I think it's going to be fun for us too. So let me explain how this works. We're going to play boys versus girls, okay? How it works is when it's your turn, if you answer a question correct, you get to pick a column. So we have number one, I'll use this to show number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. If you say number 3 after you answer the question, the ball drops to the bottom. Okay. Now let's say the other team answers it right and they say number 3. That means the ball would drop to the bottom, right above it. And then this team says number 5, and then this team says number 4, and then this one says number 4, and then this one says number 2, and then this one says number 3, and this one says number 2, and then this one says number 1, and then this one says number 2, and then this one says number 2. Ah, the red team wins because they got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see that? It's like tic-tac-toe, but instead of 3, you need 4. So black could have, or gray could have won if they got 4 here, right? They got 4 in a row. So you can get 4 up, down. You can get 4 sideways, or you can get 4 going diagonal, okay? I hope that was clear enough. We're going to start playing so that we have enough time. These questions are a lot easier than these are a lot of review questions. All right, I will call on people's names this time, and I think we will do boys versus girls just because it's easier that way. Okay. All right, so let's see here. We'll start with the boys this time, and you can type the answer into the chat. So Nathan, it's your turn. Nathan, what is the subject of this sentence? What's the subject? Can you type that or say it? The girls talk to the boys. What is the subject? What do you think, Nathan? Are you typing the answer? Make sure you send it to me and not to 9C. Make sure you send it to me. That, oh, that's RSL. I see that RSL. I'm going to wait for Nathan's answer. Can you turn on your microphone, Nathan? Nathan, can you turn on your microphone, please? All right, I still want you to type your answer, Nathan. I'm going to let RSL also help you here. So please make sure to still send it to me, okay? Send it to me in the chat. So RSL said the subject is the girls. The girls. All right, RSL, which row do you want it in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? All right. All right, girls' turn. This question is going to go to, let's see here. Tia. Tia, how do we say this word, Tia?
Islander.
Islander. That's right. Islander. Very good. Tia, which row do you want to put the ball in? Okay, she's putting it in row 4. Okay, next question. This one is going to go to Adit. Adit, when we do writing, what is the first step? Are you there, Adit? I haven't seen your name pop up yet today.
You right, sir?
Ah, pre-write. That's right, pre-write. All right, where do you want to put the ball, Adit?
On the first.
On the first, all right. Okay, thank you very much. Next one here. This one will go to, let's go to Dayu. Dayu, how do we make this correct? Ah, smarter than. That is correct. Smarter than. Which row do you want, Dayu? Four. Okay, we're going to have a stacking more here. All right, next one. This one's going to Jofan. Jofan, where is the ball?
Under the box.
Under the box. All right. Jofan, where do you want to put yours?
At the front.
What number? 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7?
2.
2. Okay. Thank you. Next one. Here we go. This one is going to go to Miracle. How do we say this, Miracle?
Muscular.
Good. Muscular. You did the ER sound. That's correct. All right. Where do you want to put it, Miracle? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? 3. All right. Okay. Here we go. This one is going to go to Axel. Axel, Ooh, this one's a little bit harder, Axel, but I know you can do it. Axel, which words, more than one, can work in this sentence? Are you there, Axel? Which words can fit here? Are you there, Axel? All right, Kenji, can you try to answer this, please? Which words can fit here? Which ones are correct? Are you there, Kenji?
Susah.
Yeah. What do you
Hmm,
think? Which words? I'm giving you a hint. Words, meaning there's more than one that's correct.
Therefore,
Okay, that's one of them.
and thus.
Thus, that's right. Therefore and thus. Very good. Thus means the same thing as therefore. Excellent, Kenji. Which number do you want?
One.
All right. Ooh, very good. Good job, Kenji. All right. This one is for Angel. Angel. Ooh, it says where are. It should be what are. Two types of writing. What are two types of writing? What do you think, Angel? What are two types of writing? Are you there, Angel? All right, Bianca, do you, oh, Angel, there's one of them. That's one. Good. I see one. I need one more. Ah, there we go. Expository and persuasive are two types. That is correct. All right, Angel, where do you want to put your ball? Which row? Are you sure about that? Because look at the boys, and what happens if the boys have one more turn? Ah, that's a better choice. Going in for the block. Good. All right. So the boys have been blocked for their 4 in a row. All right, here we go. Kevin, how do we say this word, Kevin?
Inventor.
Inventor. Good. You added the Very good. Kevin, what row?
4.
4. Okay. He's like, I want revenge. Okay. All right, girls' turn here. Oh, ooh, this one's a little bit harder. Fandra, what's the mistake in this sentence?
We don't need the apostrophe.
We don't need it, or is it in the wrong place?
It should be after the S.
That's right. It should be after. It should be like, oops. It should be like this because it's talking about many teachers, right? So Lebih satu teacher, and it's talking about their classes. So they get the apostrophe afterwards. Very good. All right. Fandra, where do you want to put your ball?
On the first row.
First row?
Oh no. Beside the two circles.
So first row, second row, third row, fourth row. This is first row, this is second row, this is third row, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row,
There.
fifth row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Boys' turn. Here we go. Boys' turn. Ooh, what are the fourth and fifth steps in good writing? Let's see here. Who has not gone yet? Already. I believe it is Sandy's turn. Sandy, what are the fourth and fifth steps in good writing? When we talk about our writing process, what are the fourth and fifth steps? Almost, but not quite right. You got the fifth step correct, but you didn't get the fourth step correct. The fourth step is edit. The fourth step is edit, and the fifth is publish. Fourth is edit, and the fifth is publish. All right. Girls' turn. Here we go. Bianca, where can you please fix the punctuation? What's missing here? What do you think, Bianca? Are you there, Bianca? Hello. All right, let's see here. Who else has not gone for the girls? I think the only girl left. Ooh. Oh, she is answering. Okay, I will give you a moment. Okay, it's a quotation. So where do the quotation marks go? Yes, that is correct. Before we and after the exclamation point. Bianca, where would you like to put your ball? In row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? In row 6. And it looks like the girls have won. All right, congratulations, girls. You got the win. We have about 10 more minutes. Do you want to try to play one more time? Can I get a yes or no in the chat if you think we should play it one more time? I got one yes. Anyone else have an opinion? I got a yes. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see here. So it's the boys' turn, right? Well, actually, the boys started last time. So let's start with the girls this time. I'm trying to find the questions. Ooh, here we go. This one. Shalene, it's your turn. Now, Shalene, be careful because I'm not asking about the verb. I'm asking what the predicate is. It's a little bit harder. What's the predicate? And if you need to take a second to think, that's all right. So tell me what you think, Shalane. What do you think the predicate is? Okay, so it does include the verb. That's right. Does it include anything more than that? That's right. That's right. So remember, the predicate is the action plus the object. Talked to the boys is the predicate. Inside the predicate, the verb is talked. Okay, so predicate is the whole phrase. All right, Shalene, we'll have you guys be read. Shalene, which row do you want? 2. Okay. Okay, 17. We're on the 17th slide here. This one, I think the boys have all gone. So let's go ahead and go to Aracel. Is Aracel still here? Or did he get kicked out? Oh, he's here. Aracel, which words are correct for this one? Which words are correct?
Therefore,
Yes.
and as a result.
Yes. Any more? Does consequently fit there or no?
Yes.
Yes. All 3 are correct. Good, Aracel. All 3 are correct. I like being active, therefore I play many sports. I like being active, as a result I play many sports. I like being active, consequently I play many sports. That is correct. Aracel, which row do you want?
2.
All right, 2. Okay, here we go. I let's see here. 17, 18. 18. Have I Dayu, I gave you one like this last time. I'm going to give you something different. All right, so let me pick a different lady to answer this one. Oh, Tia. Tia, what is the correct answer here? Friendlier. The girl is friendlier me. You got friendlier. Is there anything else that goes with that? Ah, that's right. Friendlier than. Friendlier than. That's right. Okay, Tia, which row do you want? Remember, when it's 2 syllables and ends with Y, we still do IER. Okay, Tia is picking row 2. Oops, wrong color. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Ooh. Nathan, can you answer this one? Where is the ball? Where is the ball, Nathan? Oh, Tia meant 3. Okay, I'll fix that, Tia. Nathan, where's the ball? Can you tell me? Okay. it is in the middle. That is true. And as Sandy told you also, as not told you, but as Sandy also wrote, it's between the boxes, right? So it's in the middle of the boxes and it's between the boxes. All right, Nathan, give me a number, please. Between 1 and 7. Ask the boys. All right, boys, give me a number. Any boy, give me a number, and I'm going to put it in. 4. All right, we only have 5 minutes left, so we are not going to ask questions. We are just going to play the game for the last few minutes. So, Dayu, can you pick a number for the girls, please? Okay, and let's see here. We're going to go to Jofan. Pick a number for the boys, please. Jofan, are you there? Kevin, pick a number, please.
3.
Okay. All right, and then let's go to Miracle. Pick a number. All right, and let's go to Adit. Adit, pick a number. Kenji, pick a number. Oh, Adit did. He did. Never mind. Adit picked number 1. All right. Girls, let's see here. Whose turn is it for the girls? Kyla, pick a number.
5.
Okay. And Kenji, pick a number. All right. And let's see here. Who's next for the girls? Shelleen, pick a number.
5.
All right. And let's see here. For the boys, whose turn is it? I think it's Sandy's turn. Sandy? Oh, and Sandy picked 4. And it looks like the boys got the win. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, there's actually a little song for this. We call it a jingle. Go for it. Connect 4. So the boys this time won with 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, thank you, everyone. Let me go ahead and just turn that off. We don't need that anymore. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Cool. Well, that's it for today. We did not have a serious day. I did not want a lot before you have your exams next week, and then also with some classes missing because of the Ibadah, the chapel this morning. So guys, I hope you are all, not guys and gals, I hope you all had a good day. I'm really proud of all of you for all of your hard work. This class is doing really well with keeping up with their homework. So thank you for doing that. And yeah, I hope you have a good week. We have 2 minutes left. We can go ahead and do greetings now, and then we'll be done for today. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have Aracel lead us in our greetings. Before we do greetings, let's turn on our cameras. If your cameras are off, please turn them on just for the greeting at the end of class here. If your cameras are off, please turn them on. All right. And I'm going to ask Aracel to go ahead and lead us in our greetings since Sandy's still having connection issues. All right, so Aracel, please lead us in our greetings. So class, as soon as he says greetings, just say it, all right? Be bold, say it clearly, do a great job. All right, go ahead, Aracel.
Okay. Greetings. Thank
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. God bless you.
God bless you too. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Kan ada dari bukumu. Nanti mungkin kamu berpikir, wah Mr. Ronald enggak gunakan buku agama kita. Untuk apa dibeli? Jangan begitu. Sebenarnya walaupun Mr. tidak suruh buka, materi dalam PowerPoint itu sebagian ada dari bukumu, ya, dan sebagian Mr. kembangkan. Jadi supaya lebih mudah kamu gunakan PowerPoint itu saja. Ya, gunakan PowerPoint itu saja. Tapi kalau mau gunakan juga bukumu boleh, ya, khususnya tentang gereja, definisi sejarah itu baru bisa gunakan buku. Tapi kalau mau gunakan PowerPoint juga boleh. Ya, jadi intinya materi yang ada di PowerPoint itu dari buku. Jadi kalau Mister nggak suruh buka buku agama bukan berarti Mister tidak gunakan. Mister gunakan materi dari buku sudah ada di PowerPoint. Jelas sampai di sini ya, fix ya. Oke. Jadi itu dia nanti bisa dilihat di LMS. Jadi jangan khawatir. Mister pastikan kalau kamu belajar PowerPoint dengan baik, kamu bisa menjawab soal dengan baik. Semua soal yang Mister keluarkan ada materinya di LMS. Ya, Mister tidak keluarkan soal yang liar. Kenapa begitu? Supaya mempermudah kalian dan Mister berharap nilai US bisa mencapai 90 ke atas, ya. Harapan Mister bisa 90 ke atas. Itu harapan Mister. Dan jangan berharap soal itu gampang. Oke, jangan berharap soal itu gampang, tapi berharaplah kamu bisa menjawabnya. Karena kamu sudah belajar PowerPoint. Materi dalam PowerPoint, begitu ya. Untuk tingkatan soalnya Mister buat 3. Ya, 1 mudah, 2 sedang, 3 tergolong sulit. Nah, untuk sulit ini akan ada pengecoh. Pastikan 1 jawaban yang paling benar. Kalau misalnya kamu menemukan, ini kayaknya dua-duanya ini benar nih. Kamu harus putuskan 1 yang paling kamu rasa benar. Sekalipun kamu merasa dua-duanya sepertinya benar. Karena itu masuk kategori soal yang sulit. Ada pengecoh dan kamu harus putuskan 1 paling benar. Kalau yang gampang itu tergolong soal praktikal atau praktis yang berkaitan dengan kehidupan sehari-hari. Itu ya nak ya, itu mengenai materi ya dan buku ya. Oke, kita kembali ke kisi-kisi. Jadi Mister sudah siapkan juga materi kelas 7 ada nanti di LMS, silahkan tinggal baca dan pelajari ya. Jadi 10 soal saja Mister ambil dari kelas 7. Lalu demikian juga kelas 8, 10. Intinya tentang iman, pengharapan, dan kasih. Mister tahu bukan Mister yang ngajar di kelas 8 tahun lalu, tapi Mister pikir Miss Diani pasti mengajar sesuai dengan kurikulum. Berarti materinya sama, tentang iman ada, tentang kasih ada, tentang pengharapan pasti ada. Ya nak ya? Itu, lalu berikutnya ya, berikutnya materi kelas 9. Nah, untuk kelas 9 Mister gunakan semester 1 dan semester 2. Oke. Untuk di semester 1 harus ingat definisi istilah gereja. Ada dari bahasa Yunani. Ya. Ada dari bahasa Yunani eklesia, kuriake, ada Portugis. Harus ingat. Lalu memahami sejarah gereja, harus ingat gereja pertama kali lahir di mana? Ya, Mister kasih bocoran, pertama kali lahir di Yerusalem, lalu lahir pada peristiwa Pentakosta, itu nggak boleh lupa. Lalu ada perkembangan gereja hingga saat ini, itu harus tahu. Para rasul yang memberitakan Injil, lalu ada macam gereja. Nah ini Mister sudah pernah tekankan, tolong tidak melupakannya. Macam gereja itu ada dua ya. Satu kita sebut dengan istilah organisme, berarti manusia yang percaya kepada Kristus. Lalu yang kedua organisasi, ini bicara gedung, tempat di mana orang percaya beribadah. Tetapi gereja yang sesungguhnya adalah organisme, hanya saja karena mereka berkumpul di satu tempat, organisasi pun disebut sebagai gereja. Tapi kamu harus ingat, gereja yang sesungguhnya adalah kamu, orang yang percaya kepada Kristus, itu harus ingat. Lalu ada jabatan dalam gereja, tantangan ada dalam gereja, tantangan fitnah, gosip, iri hati, itu dari dalam gereja ya tantangannya. Kalau dari luar gereja ada penganiayaan, ada ajaran sesat, itu harus ingat. Nah untuk semester 2, Mister masih menggunakan pelayanan holistik dan ajaran sesat ya. Mister keluarkan lagi di US ajaran sesat dan cara menghadapinya, lalu bagaimana peran gereja di tengah masyarakat dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Itu saja kisi-kisi yang Mister keluarkan dalam US, total 50 soal. Ada pertanyaan? Halo? Ada pertanyaan sampai di sini? Wah, pada mati semua kameranya. Bisa dihidupin dong. Halo, kameranya diaktifkan. Kenapa ini kalian ini mati-mati kamera ini? Silakan, yang bisa aktifkan dulu. Ya, biar kita selesai ini, rampung nih. Biar kita cepat selesai. Ya, mana lagi yang bisa kamera? Silakan diaktifkan kameranya. Tolong jangan ditutup kameranya ya. Ada pertanyaan mengenai kisi-kisi atau materi pembelajaran US? Tidak ada remedial ya nak ya. Mister tekankan lagi, kalau kamu dapat 50 nilainya, waduh. Itulah nilaimu. Jangan berpikir oh ada remedi gitu, nggak ada. Dinas nggak mengizinkan ada remedial. Makanya belajar sungguh-sungguh. Kalau kamu nggak belajar, Mister pastikan kamu kesulitan menjawab soal. Jangan anggap enteng. Oh pelajaran agama gampang. Tolong jangan anggap enteng. Tolong belajar dengan serius. Ada pertanyaan sampai di sini? Tidak ada? Oke, baik. Kalau tidak ada. Nah, berikutnya terkait dengan tugas. Mister sudah cek ya di LMS tugas khotbah. Ya, ternyata Mister lihat yang ngumpulin belum semua. Di kelas 9C baru 9 orang yang ngumpul. Project khotbah atau ujian praktek khotbah. Kenapa ini belum ngumpul ini? Ya, oke, Mister tahu hari ini terakhir ya. Kenapa Mister ingatkan supaya kalian wah serius, karena hari ini terakhir. Ya. Dan Mister mohon sangat ya, siswa yang belum kumpul Mister nggak usah baca untuk khotbah, praktik khotbah. Tapi tolong hari ini diselesaikan dengan baik. Oke, tolong diselesaikan dengan baik. Ada pertanyaan mengenai khotbah? Ada? Mister akan bantu